There he comes. How's the mix? Is the mix okay? Was not prepared for that. Oh, good. It's not that far away. 2 crits I cannot do. Nope. Two crits I cannot deal with. Sorry. You know what though? I just tested everything. I don't need I don't need the reload pill. I don't need the crit damage pill. But the HP pill. Let's take the HP pill. 20 hit points is 20 hit points. Let's see what the markup on pancreas oil is. Ah, it's bull. I do like this, though, burgundy. That's kind of nice. What level do you have to be for that? It's got to be really high. Yeah, level 39. Not many people in game that can do that. Okay, that's alright, bud. See, there's Fortress Invincible down there. There was a Warrior Gen 1 over there? No kidding. Whoops, there's spiders. I gotta find a good spot to land. Right here. I think this is where we were. There's drones out that way. That's okay. You know, it's funny, Octazor, years ago when we first started streaming, when you were on a different channel, it was my own personal channel that I had. And we were just testing it out to see if we liked it, you know? We actually played Diablo almost exclusively. Diablo was like our big thing. And Diablo 3, we played that. We played it for about 6 months, and we were like, we were helping people get through the game and stuff. It was kind of fun. I haven't been able to go back to it ever since I messed up a reroll on a piece of gear that I had. It really pissed me off. Oh, he's coming. He's already coming, guys. This one's hungry. The rest of these are going to be garbage now because I started off really, really strong. I started off with a nice global. Their attack speed really isn't that fast, is it? It's not. It is not fast, which is good. I guess that's why this is so doable. If they were hitting faster, it would not be as doable for sure. I think the rest of them I'm just going to tag with the gun. Boy, that's really easy when I use the rifle, too. I'm going to have to remember that. Do a hybrid, more hybrid hunts. We'll use multiple weapons. I need a bigger gun, though. I think I would want to have a bigger gun on me. I should be using, like, unenhanced. I should be using an R-Matrix LR30 with it. Instead of the 25, which I have an enhancer on. Ooh. Challenge. Challenge. We're going for the mature. We're going for the mature, guys. There we go. This one I'm going to shoot. I'll save all the extra ammunition I have for the matures. I'm sensing mature too big. I just need to luck out and I can get him. Got him. Okay. That's officially the largest creature I've ever killed in Entropia solo. Level 58. Not bad. Can we not have the crits, bud? I don't want the crits. So yes, there was a person down the hill killing 4 at once. Because that's what higher level people can do. I'm pushing it just to kill 1. Now there is one thing. There is one. Oh, I'm dead. That's another young. Well, it's another young. There we go. So every time I'm hitting the enemy, I'm getting some HP back, which is actually a rare thing in Entropia. There's a new item that was released, these M-Matrix attachments for melee weapons. That's why melee weapons are kind of a thing right now. I couldn't gain that much HP back per hit if I was using a ranged weapon. That spider should run right at me. Yes, there he comes. And then that's a mature, and I'm going to have to stay away from that one. Well, loot needs to start picking up again if we want to stay in the profit margin, because it's not going to happen if we don't get another global. We're going to need another global or 2, I think, to stay in the profit margin with how the average loot is on these guys. That one was a tiny bit better, I guess. Still not even. I think we need, like 7 ped. That's a mature. We don't want that. We don't want that boy right there. Like 7 ped per mob, I think. Somewhere around there. 6 or 7 per mob to get even. He's not very pretty to look at, is he? Have I really gotten no coolness skill? Ooh, athletics? That means my armor is getting hit pretty good, I think. But he's not attacking fast. My armor should be minimally scratched. Here he comes. We got a spawn. We got one there. Okay. This seems to be a good equidistant spot. So that's all the information on the blade I'm using right now, the Bycac Blix, which is available for rent. I do have my rental shop set up through the Planet Calypso forum. So anybody watching this in the future, this blade is available, and you can hunt spiders with it. That's mature, isn't it? This is going to hurt really bad. You cannot hunt mature. Well, if you have better armor, you can hunt matures. Ooh, I lucked out big time. Ooh, I lucked out again. Go, baby, go. No. Good. All right. Not easy, but doable. Just need a little bit better armor. I'm only wearing Jarhead and 5Bs. So if you were out here in an Angel or something like that, you'd be looking pretty good. We're trying to get just the youngs. They're the ones that are really manageable for me right now. There's one. Okay. Come over here. Get over here. Alright, we winged him. There he comes. Oh, I love the M Matrix Gamma. It's so nice. So this is what I'm getting with the Gamma. Let's see if we can... There. So these... Don't even pay attention to those, because I don't have a high enough evade level for these to even count. That, lifesteal 7% on hit, is so huge. That's what's saving my butt right now. I feel like they're encroaching. Is that a young? I can kill that one up the hill and make myself a little bit of space. See, that's why spiders are nice too. If you're going at these guys with ranged weapons, make sure you have a good ring. Like I got the, was it hermetic ring? If you're using a ranged weapon, hermetic ring, 20% increased run speed. You can do that backwards. You know, run backwards, and then you take another pill you can get for reload speed and movement speed. You can hunt these guys so easy. You need a little bit of armor. You do need a bit of armor. Oh, Hijacker just had a nice little global there. Crafting some enhancers. Oh, great, a skill boost. 80% for 5 minutes. Well, I don't think we'll really get the full use out of all that with what type of hunt we're doing, but I guess everything helps. Never thought I'd be hunting spiders in such a relaxed manner with such a little knife. This is not bad. This is not as nearly as nerve-wracking as it could be. Oh no, now it is. Shit, why do I have to speak so soon? Ah. Or not. Did I miss him? Where is it? Did it decide not to chase after me? Oh, we're still good. Oh, Farthane, you're here. Cool. Yeah, dude. Bycac Blix, tier 7. This is the way to go, man. This has been insane so far. That's 13. Maybe. Oh! Don't tell me it's mature. Oh, okay, young. I'm not even worried about it. We've done 2 youngs at once here. We can do this. Farthane, I'm only using the HP pill. I'm not even using the reload pill or the crit damage pill. This is just with an extra 20 HP. I figured for the crits that they're doing, you know, they do over 100 on each crit. It was nice to have that extra, the extra HP. That's all I wanted to do. So an extra, you know, 6 ped for one of those pills for an entire hour of hunting. I mean, that's a lot of peace of mind. So I thought that's really worthwhile doing. For the amount I'm spending hunting these things in an hour. Which, it's not too much. I can't put too much through this in an hour with this style of hunting, but that's a young right there. Ooh, I got really close to that one. I think that's the mature. How much protection is my armor? Not that much. This, mind you, this is with 5 Bs. Mind you, the Jarhead isn't that bad. It's like a little bit better than Ghost. You could probably do this with Ghost. Ghost and 5 Bs? You should be able to do this with Ghost and 5 Bs. This is just my unlimited Jarhead set. Now, also, I should mention, too, I'm being really conservative with the ammunition, because I didn't have that much, and I'm trying to do this specifically with this knife. I can have these guys way down in health by the time they reach me if I wanted to. I can have them down to, like, near half health, or more. If I'm walking away from them and stuff, I can have them down past half health. No, not with the sword that you got, the Laughlin Cutter 2, not quite. You'll get there, though, man. I have a sword. Oh, no. That isn't mature. Oh, I'm so dead. Go, get the little one. Get the little one at least. If I can get the little one, this might be survivable. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! You know what's a good one if you want to kill something a little bit bigger, man? With the melee that I was having a lot of fun with? Mophoid. Mophoid are a lot of fun. They give great skills. And loot's been pretty even, and the adrenal oil is actually getting some markup right now. So, Mophoid, not a bad, slightly larger mob that you can hunt. Just not with the Cutter 2, I guess. You're going to have to wait for them. To use, like, the Killick Rex. It's not that long off, man, level-wise. Killick Rex is a nice blade. Yeah, Mollusk are pretty perfect then, I guess. Even for that sword, Mollusk should be pretty damn good. Oh, I forgot to ask you, by the way. Do you want to borrow an amp for that? I have an amp that I can rent out as well. Because I don't know if you saw how much base damage that sword there does, but it can fit a melee trauma 4. Melee trauma 4 amp adds 20 damage. So I can rent that out too. I'm using the 6 right now. I'm not using my 4, so I can rent the 4 out. Wow, I've killed... I think I started out with 5. I've killed 40 of these things. That's pretty cool. You need a location? Yeah, this is a tax-free spawn area out here for these guys. That's pretty nice. This is big, open. They're not ultra dense. And I mean, towards the outside of the spawn, you just pick them off. You just get them to come at you. I don't think my armor is taking much damage. It's not bad. And that's the chest piece, too. Ooh, that was a big hit. Still. So easy going. Where do I want to go? Let's take out that one. This area over here looks really open for right now. Of course, then everything's going to spawn on top of me. Really? Well, if you're not going to notice it, how about that? You like that? It's crazy. I'm a higher level in laser sniper, but this knife right now is doing way more damage than any of my ranged weapons could. Ooh, that was pretty good. That was like a 17 petter. Not bad. Come on, dude. At least pretend like it hurt you. I know you're doing it on purpose to make me feel bad, but come on, dude. You can at least flinch and look at me. Another really decent mob. Oh, here he comes. Let's get closer perspective here for this guy. That one almost made me pay for taking my hands off my keyboard. Almost. But so far, this has been a really comfortable hunt. I mean, we've had a couple of close calls with like the matures coming in and having 2 mobs, but the average mob just by itself has been really easy. The only one that I had the real problem with, I only died once, was that the double crit. The double crit before I used the HP pill. And that, I mean, those 2 crits would have killed me even if I had the HP pill. So that was just a fluke, thank God. Holy shit. There's somebody killing these things out. I guess it's not super fast. I am doing quite a bit of damage on these guys. I'm doing a respectable amount of damage on these guys. And I could be doing more. I could be doing more, but I don't need it. I actually didn't need to take the reload pill. I didn't take that, and I didn't take the crit damage pill either. We just took the HP pill so we could survive the crits. That's all we did. So right now, we're doing a total of 82 actual DPS. So that's a tier 7 Bicac Blix with a melee trauma 6, and I have the M Matrix Gamma on it for HP regen. And I'm also wearing an Imp Ares, which is a very common ring. So not too big of a setup here for a lot of damage for what we're doing. I didn't think it was worth the extra 6 ped for the reload pill because we're just not, we don't need that extra damage, and it's not that big of a percent either. So if it was a larger percent for that price, I'd say it'd be worth it. But for right now, it's not. All right, come at me. Oh, I love this. $268. That's a good crit right there. All right, nothing in that one. We're gonna need to separate these boys right here. Yeah, come on. This hunt's going well enough where I don't mind using the extra ped for the ammunition here. Come on. So we've had 2 globals so far, 200 ped plus globals. So we're sitting pretty right now. We need another one coming up here, I think. Because how much have we used? We've gone through 255 ped on the knife, which means we've probably gone through like 100 ped on the amp, I think. Well, we can check right now. No, not even 70 ped on the amp. So we're what, 320 ped, 335 ped, figure with armor decay and stuff in right now. And we've got just in our main 2 stacks over 400, so we're doing, and I have a regen chip that I got too, so we're actually doing really good. Has been, and that, you know, if we could average those, and get globals, it would be a huge profit run, because I think they're taking about 7 ped to kill right now. Somewhere around 7 ped. Maybe a little bit more. So that was probably about an even kill, that 7.4, and that was a spawn. Okay, this is the only time we really need to be a little careful, because we had 2 guys spawn there. We can take 2. We've been taking 2 at once. We've done that several times, including a young and a mature. Oh, what armor? So thank you very much. This is a custom paint job. Hijacker Inferno did a custom paint job for me on a set of Jarhead. Jarhead is one of the few sets of customizable armor in game. So it's a lot like Ghost armor, but it is a little bit more protection. So and this is a tier 3 set, so it's a tier 3 set with 5 Bs. I actually have some pretty good protection values on this thing. But yeah, so it's not super high protection armor, but it's great for mid-level hunting. It gets you through a lot of things. Obviously, I'm doing good with the spiders. And the paint job didn't cost that much, but it was well worth it. You're heading out, Octazor? All right, bud. It was good seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's get this guy. But yeah, so it's a custom paint job. And I gotta tell you, if you can get a set of Jarhead, well worth the money. Well worth the money. Literally, the money isn't the problem. The money for a Jarhead set isn't even the problem because of how inexpensive it is for what it is. The problem is finding it. There isn't a lot of Jarhead sets, and there isn't a lot of people willing to part with them these days. Because I spent just maybe 7 months ago, something like that. Must have been like 7 months ago. Oh.
Now handle it!
I heard a follow. 7 months ago, I bought it for TT plus 1100, something like that, and that was before painting it. Is that Vesser Vaughn? Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I thought it would be fun to do a neat paint job for the Jarhead set. So it cost maybe, I don't know, 180 ped, something like that. It was like an extra 180 ped after markup for all the paints. Something like that. So I thought it was well worth it for the cosmetic look. I mean, to me, this is better than most of the outfits that you can buy. And I never take my armor off, so you might as well have a good-looking set of armor. Oh, and I'm missing... Here we go. You ready for this, guys? I'm missing... After we get this guy dead, I gotta put on the final piece. I'm missing one of the pieces of my outfit. This completes the whole look. Check this out. Oh, come on. Is there no easy way to do it anymore? Well, anyways. There's your full set with the hat. Come on, let's get this guy out here. Come on. Come on, boyo. Come on. There we go. All right, let's get these stats back up for you guys. So this is the Bycac Blix knife that I'm using right now. Tier 7. DPS on this blade with an Imp Air Race with the Melee Trauma 6 with all damage enhancers is 82 DPS. We have 82 DPS. That's with no additional pills to assist with DPS or anything. That's just a simple Imp Air Race, which adds 8% reload speed, so nothing too big. This thing is available for rent. I have a rental shop on the PCF, so if you check out Planet Calypso forum, I got a bunch of different pieces of melee gear actually available for rent. This is definitely one of the more prized ones, and it is available for rent at any time. And it is spider approved. This is, come out here, grind spiders all day with this thing. Ghost in 5B isn't enough. You know why? You're not getting the regen from the M Matrix. That's why. It would be enough if you had the M Matrix on a larger blade like this one. That's the big difference. That's why melee is kind of starting to become the more of the meta again. Because I mean, this is huge. That's a lot of lifesteal. Let's take a look at that item. 7% lifesteal per hit. That is huge. There's one that does 8%, and then the cheap one. There's a really cheap M Matrix. There's two. There's one that does 5 and 6, but there's really no reason to get the one that does 5. The one that does 6 is only like 20 to 25 ped. And I made sure to stock up on a couple of those, because those things, I've been having so much fun with them so far. So for everybody watching right now, what is your main profession in game? What do you normally do on a day-to-day basis in Entropia? And how long have you been playing for? Come on. Come on, Schleppy. Cryogenic? Just a new guy 2 months in? Okay. Well, that's good. Glad to still have you with us. You've gotten past the tough part then, which is the first month. If you're still here after that, it's a lot easier. Hunter since 2010, dabble in a bit of mining and crafting. Good. Ooh, there we go. There's another young up here. Let's go take that guy out. It is. You gotta get really into the trading. Gotta get into the trading. Gotta make sure you're saving up stacks of loot. Even if you can only get like a couple % markup on something, that it really adds up in the long run. Gotta find people that you know need to buy certain materials, so you have them, you know, ready to go when you get a stack of something. Contacts list, super important. Super important to have contacts. The most important thing I can tell you about this game, you cannot play it alone. Cannot play it alone. You have to have friends. You have to know people. You have to know traders. We're all in this together against Mindark. 2004 on and off. Wow. So you have been around. That's pretty awesome, man. I originally played for several years back in 2010 is when I started, like mid or late 2010, I think. Played for several years. Played for, you know, pretty consistently throughout those years. And then it got to the point where I was like really addicted to this game. And I was starting up with, I guess it would have been grad school, or was it just for my bachelor's degree? No, it had to be grad school. And I ended up leaving the game for a couple of years. And I mean, I sold everything off. My character withdrew. I sold all my skills, and I shut down the account, basically. So I ended up having to totally restart when I came back 2 years later, about 2 years later, something like that. So it's been a long road, but I'm higher level than I ever was before. But I kind of regret totally leaving, because I didn't think I was ever going to come back, but then I did, because this game is Hotel California, and you actually can't ever leave, so... Highest profession level? First avatar is running to this. Yeah. First year of the game. I really wish Join When Sweat was 5 pad plus. I know, dude. Sweat prices have gone really, really bad over the years. I mean, when I joined in like 2010, it was like 2.5 or 3 pad per K. So, ooh, that was nice. That was a nice one. 21 pad, I'll take that. Now it's just literally, I don't even think at 2.5 or 3 pad per K it's worth the electric bill in order to farm it. It's probably not, to be honest. The best thing to do is literally get a part-time job, or just work an hour of overtime at whatever you're doing, and then use that extra money for the game. It's more worthwhile time-wise. Because I used to try and do that as much as I could, and I don't depot that much, because I trade a lot. I get into trading. I trade a lot of things. I trade a lot of blueprints and stuff like that. Got into blueprint trading. I've got my rental service now, so I got a bunch of gear available for rental and stuff like that, so that helps. Try to do some paramedic gigs on the side when you can. Highest profession level. Let me get that out for you. Sorry about that. Level 41 laser sniper. So I'm going to be fast approaching once I really kick skilling back into high gear. I'm going to be going for getting my knife fighter higher than my laser sniper. Finding a good... Yeah, that's a big thing. Finding a core society to join. If you can find a really good society, that is a big thing. That is such a huge thing. And here's the great part. Everybody's been hemming and hawing about the missions update that's going to be coming. I understand there's people that have been working on some of those missions, especially like the big bronze missions for larger mobs for a very long time. And they're upset that all that progress is going to be gone. The big thing that's coming from it, though, is being able to hunt in teams and having contribution points for your mission separated via different team members for every kill. So it's not just the person that does the most damage that gets all the points. The points are going to be separated amongst teammates if you're hunting in a team for that mission, which I think is a huge, huge upgrade. So team hunting is going to become the main thing again once that upgrade comes out. So definitely a lot of team hunting after that update. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm personally looking forward to that one big time. I think it's going to be better too. Once people get over the hemming and hawing about losing their mission progress, which is going to happen, unfortunately, then I think everybody's going to settle down and the game's going to get a little bit better. It depends how much they alter the mission rewards, though. If they make all the mission rewards like 5 times less, then missions are going to be worthless. You know, I mean, missions are barely worth it right now. For skill rewards, if you're talking for like purely off of the implications of straight skill rewards, missions are barely worth it right now. Because if you want to skill something, there are so many better things you can be doing than just picking a specific mission to get one skill reward. So you're only getting a reward for one skill. While you're doing that, you're getting points in 40 or 50 other skills. And getting to those rewards, you're getting way more points than the actual reward value. And if you're hunting the right mobs, then you don't even need those rewards. There's certain mobs you can hunt that literally would give you so many more points than just doing a regular mission mob. So the best ones that you can do are find ones that have a halfway decent reward, but on top of that have a stupid amount of normal skill gain. And the best way for you, this is a big thing for you to know then, since you're new, Tom Wick, this is huge. If you want to skill something, do not pick a high HP mob that has a low level. Do not do it. You will not skill. That's one of the worst things you can do. The best thing you can do is pick a mob that has lower HP and a high skill level. So that's how you can figure out how much skill gain you're going to be getting per kill for a mob. That is the formula to figure it out. So you got to pick mobs that have low HP, high level. The better that ratio, the more skills you're going to be getting. So, and I've proved it. I have it on stream. I've cataloged a lot of my streams where I've been doing this. What's one of the best mobs in game for skilling on Calypso? Merps, out of all things. Merps, just because of their HP to skill ratio. What's another good one? Mollusk. Mollusk are excellent. And Mollusk are good too, especially for when you get closer to the mid-level, because even if you're a mid-level hunter, you can still gain a decent amount of skills on Mollusk, because some of the Mollusk, especially at a couple of the spawns that I've found, are a decent enough level. And this is going to hurt really bad. We may die. We might die, folks. I was not paying attention. I was talking and I was gesticulating with my hands. It's probably going to be a death. I apologize in advance for not talking for the next minute. This is bad. I'm really lucking out. Alright, I don't want to die from a crit hit, so I'm going to get my health back up. Okay. Okay, stay the hell away from Kerberos. They're the worst fucking mob in game. I don't care what anybody else says, Kerberos are the worst fucking mob in game. You know why people sweat them? It's because they're a low-level mob that have a lot of HP, which is the absolute worst thing you can do for skills. Please do not hunt them if you're trying to skill. They were one of the worst introductions to this game. I literally cannot take people seriously that swear by them, because they're a worthless skill mob. If you want a list of good mobs to skill, like I said, Mollusk, Merp. Later on, it's going to be Mophoids. Spiders are actually pretty decent. Spiders, for what they are, don't have a ton of health. This guy right now, he's got about, like, I think 1,590 or 1,600 HP, but he's level 50 mob. So he's roughly around that 30 HP per level mark, which for larger mobs is actually fairly decent. But if you want to get a good ratio, like figure out a mob to be able to gain a lot of XP on per HP, a Merp, so to put things in perspective, why I say Merps are a great mob for skill gain, a Merp young is only 10 HP per level. So that's a good incentive right there. And they're level 5 mobs, so they're 50 HP at level 5. You can kill them fast enough. There's a large spawn that's near Orthos Westmount. I was killing with an R Matrix SB-15. I was killing 700 merps an hour. 700 merps. 700 merps an hour, and my skills were off the chart with that. So that was with super fast killing. You can do that, any speed you want to, and you're going to realize for the amount of money that you're spending on merps, your skill gain is going to be much higher than it is for other mobs. So that's a great mob that I would suggest for especially just when you're just starting out. I mean, hell, I was doing it. I was hunting merps when I was, level 21. I went from level 21 to 24 knife fighter while completing my 10k merp mission. And I was already 3k merps in. So 7,000 merps, I went up four big levels for not a lot of money. Alright, and I apologize. Let me look over here to what you guys have been saying. My tablet has not been keeping up. I went for low HP many kills. Don't forget there's a crazy chance for skill gain on death of the mob. Absolutely. There you go right there. Skill gain's also based on deaths of the mob. That's where you get the majority of your skills from, is how many you're killing. No, I don't want to mature. We don't want the mature out here. We don't want to mess with that. See, the problem with Argos is they're another one where they have a very, very bad HP to level ratio. That's the only problem with Argos. As far as markup goes, I guess since they're dropping iron, I don't know what the markup of iron is right now. But if iron was high, I would say they would be a better choice. But Argos are like 300 hit points for only a level 5 mob. So, I mean, just look at that. Look at that ratio right there. You have an Argonaut that's level 5 and it's 300 HP. Your Merp that you can hunt is also level 5, only 50. It's literally 6 times more efficient than Argonaut to hunt. And thank you for that follow, by the way. I appreciate it. That's my only beef with Argo. Now, I did grind them back in the day before I've done so much research on skill gain mobs. I've spent a lot of time just picking out, looking through all the mob charts and seeing which mobs are the absolute best for skill gain. And I found out that the majority of them are on Arcadia. Unfortunately. The majority of them are on Arcadia. Ostelock Stalker, and Prowler. Ostelocs are great. Zadul hover right around that 20 HP per level bracket. Oros are one of the best mobs in game. They're in the top 5. Oros are in the top 5 skill mobs in game. Even stalkers included are up there, because a lot of the things.
Now handle it.
Wow, we got another follow. Holy heck, who was this? Hang on a second. Tom Wick, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. So anyways, a lot of things to keep in mind too is that your return in skills is also going to be based on what maturity of mob that you're fighting, because sometimes that ratio skews way off. You could start off hunting a mob that has that 20 HP per level ratio, and then later on in its maturities it might go up to 40 or 50 or even 60. There's some mobs that do that where it's that bad. So now very few mobs actually go the other way. Oro is one of them. Oro starts really high. An Oro is like a really aggressive merp. They have a higher aggro than a merp. They have they have their level 7 mob with only 50 HP. So they're better in skills than a merp for a young. Then towards the middle of their curve, it goes up a little bit more to where it's not as favorable of a ratio, and then it goes back down for Stalker right at the end, because Stalker's like a level 16 mob, and they only have 320 hit points, which is really incredible. Oh no, my HP pill died. Alright, we're going to see if we can do this without the HP pill. I really haven't. The only times I've had trouble are when I've had multiple mobs on me. The Orthos place, do you know the spot I'm talking about? It's either south or north on the little peninsula. There's a peninsula that's there near Orthos. If you can't end up finding it, if you don't know where that is, I can show you in a little while. I think my loot pill just died. Let's get that guy going. How much have we spent so far here? That's 425, 430 ped. Just on there. I think we're doing okay. I'm having fun, so I'm sticking out here regardless. We may hit another good loot coming up. Oh, you're halfway through the one? Great mission. What are you using to hunt them, by the way? I keep forgetting I have that regen chip, too, to add to my loot pool, so my loot's actually doing even better. What do we got here? I can show you Farthane. If you look on the stream, Duskkeep Valley for Mophoids, Farthane. They're like right. I think it's moving it specifically to the middle. Yes. All right. So, anyways, it's roughly around the middle of Duskkeep Valley. So they're in camps there. Mophoids are in camps in Duskkeep Valley, and there actually is a little wave spawn. There's a little wave spawn with a war chief at the end of it. That's kind of fun. Yes, I've had 2 globals so far. I've really upset. My my second mob, I think it was my second mob in. I had a global, and then somebody mentioned to me. Oh, that was 19.8 ped there. That's pretty good. Somebody mentioned to me in the chat, my sound was off. Great. I've been streaming like every day. Everything's been fine, and I've been listening to it, so I've been checking to make sure my sound's been okay. And apparently, OBS decided to do a freaking update, and it set everything back to default. So couldn't even get the nice little global sound earlier in the hunt. But yeah, so I got 113 ped, and then I think it was like a 107 or something like that. I got only item I got. Oh, wait a minute. It was unlimited? Okay. Hunt's better than I thought. It was unlimited. I thought it was a limited chip. It's unlimited. Holy shit. I don't need a second one. As you can see, I already got it. Alright. I'll take that. That's a damn good sign right there. It's just fun looting an unlimited item sometimes. And the funny part is, I'm pretty sure that other one I had came from a spider too, because Hijacker was hunting spiders, and I bought that one from him.
Handle it!
Oh no. Yo, thank you so much for following. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can get us another global, though. I'd love to have this end up being a definite profit hunt. We're doing good. I'm saying we're not doing bad. I will 100% say that. Because our main stack's already almost to 400 ped, which is good. Alright, for those of you that might be just joining us here, this is our piece of equipment that we're using. This glorious Bicac Blix that has been so nice to me. I'm very happy I went through with the tier, because I spent a little bit of money to get it to tier 7. I was not sure whether or not I was going to do it, just because of the money, but it ended up being worth it. And at the end of the day, it wasn't that expensive. It's just the problem of having to bite the bullet of buying tier 7 components, which are 200, when I bought them, at least 290% markup. So that was a lot of fun. So it cost about 300 ped to tier up, which for tier 7's actually not that bad. It was just a chunk of ped I didn't know if I wanted to throw out there. Well worth it. Well worth it, because now at tier 7, this thing is doing 82 DPS with all damage enhancers, the melee trauma 6, and I'm using an imp air race. That's it. I don't have any fancy ring on or anything. I'm not using any extra pills for reload speed. That's all it needs. So doing a great amount of DPS. And the fun part is it's actually available for rent. I have a rental shop that I got all the information for on Planet Calypso forum. I've got like 15 different melee items that I have available, all different levels and types. I'm focusing on knives, simply because I'm myself am focusing on knives. So it made a lot of sense for me to buy a lot of knives because I needed them anyways. So I got a lot of knives. If you're looking into knife skilling, I'm your guy. And the biggest thing I have, which I'm trying to work up to, I have a Genesis Firefly tier 7. So this thing does 82 DPS with the setup that I've talked about. The Firefly is going to be doing 102. And I'm not going to be able to use that until I'm level 38 Knife Fighter. We don't want the mature. I bet you. Let's see if we can get by without this guy aggroing on me. It looks like we got away without him aggroing, which is good. There, let's get him in on it. And now let me try and get Twitch set up again on a tablet so it's easier for me to read. There we go. Well, the nice thing is about this hunt so far is that it's gone so well. I'll be able to do another one. I'm super excited. I'll be able to actually come out here and do another one of these, and I will stream it. Every hunt that I do that is like this high of caliber, where I'm killing mobs that are this big, I always make sure I stream it. A lot of the hunts I do on like mollusk and stuff like that, I don't necessarily stream them all, but I've streamed 4 of them. I got 4 mollusk apocalypse videos in which I'm killing roughly 500 mollusk an hour with this blade. And those numbers are not exaggerated. I mean, I'm that much out of the 5k mollusk, and I started doing that a couple weeks ago, and I haven't hunted them that much. You can kill mobs pretty efficiently if you pick the right maturity and the right density of spawn site. And I'm getting a decent return. Mollusk are always, for the most part, I haven't had a return yet, I think under 90%, and it's usually like around 93%. Because the blade I'm using isn't the most, it's not the most eco blade, for sure, especially because it is an older blade. The Bycag Blix is an older blade. But as long as you're not using enhancers on it, and you're using the Melee Trauma 6, which is a very high efficiency item, you can actually make it a fairly eco grinder setup. The way I have it right now with enhancers, obviously not as eco as it could be. Knives traditionally are a little less eco to hunt with than swords, simply because you're going to have a higher break rate on your enhancers because you're attacking faster. So if you're using a sword versus a knife, now I swear he was running at me. Where did he go? Did I not have something just running at me? Come on, guys. I thought I had something running at me. There we go. Yeah, now you're coming over here. Atta boy. He's coming. We just gotta wait for him. He's taking his sweet time of things. He's sipping iced tea as he's running along here. There he comes. But yeah, anyways, swords can be more eco to hunt with just because of the lower enhancer break rate. The reason why I picked Knife Fighter, and this is a good thing to know too. Knife Fighter, you're basically going to be skilling faster if you're doing mob hunting the way I am. A lot of the mobs I'm killing with this thing, they only take 2 hits to die. And a lot of people don't like that because of the overkill and stuff. And I'm going to be honest, I don't notice it in my loot return. I don't notice that difference in my loot return having overkill. I'm getting really good percentages back even with overkill. It's all factored into the loot. But the way I'm hunting right now, I'm killing mobs so fast that having a quicker weapon is more beneficial because I'm gaining levels faster. I'm gaining levels a lot faster this way than if you're using a weapon with slower attacks. That was not bad. Not bad at all. So how's everybody doing tonight? Is everybody having a good night so far? I know my night's been going pretty darn good. I can't complain whatsoever with this spider hunt. Just having a fun time with it. Well, so this is a good test. I don't even need the stupid HP pill now that I'm comfortable with these guys. Look at that. I've killed quite a few of these now without it. That's good to know. Just your loot pill and you're good to go with this setup. This time got the hunting task as well. Fate with the merps. I had to grab a cup. Okay. Gotcha. You haven't missed anything. You missed one. It was a 28 petter you missed. That was about it. Nothing too exciting. We got the potential. It's been a while since we've had a global, guys, so we do have the potential to get another one. We've still got, you know, like close to 200 pet here to go. There's that one's gonna... Yeah. Watch. He's coming right over the ridge right now. There we go. Now let's see how our Trauma 6 is doing. Oh, yeah. We're not doing bad at all. We're gonna be fine. That's actually really good to know. Fully enhanced. So with the tier 7 setup here on the Blix, it's looking like it's taking close to 1,000 pet of decay on the Blix to match up with the full 250 pet of decay from my melee amp. So that is good to know. So I can put like 950 pet, maybe close to 1,000 pet on my knife, and only have 250 on my melee amp, and which is half the damage of my blade. It's half the damage of the knife's base damage. Yeah, it was a nice little mini. I've had a couple nice little minis tonight. But oh, were you away when I showed that one thing was actually unlimited? That one regen chip? I thought it was a limited chip when I got it. It was unlimited. So it's like worth TT plus 70 ped, somewhere around there. Oh, that was a nice 12 pedder. So, and to put this into perspective though, Tom Wick, it's taking about 7.5 ped each to kill each one of these spiders. So it's not that huge of a loot. The 28 pedder was nice. That's like, I don't know, that's 5 mob kills roughly. 4 mob kills. I'm really great at math. 7.5 ped per kill, roughly. It might be more. Maybe a bit more. It's probably like 8. I don't know. I'm thinking if I had a little bit more DPS when I'm using my Firefly, it's going to be closer to 7, just because these things regen a lot. That's why they're so high in level. A, they hit like trucks, but B, their regen rate is really high. It's a nice picture of this valley here. Oh, they're so slow. Let's get that knife back up so we can see the stats of it again here. Tells me how much I spend in loot return. I have so many things that I factor in. I guess I record everything in my own way. I make sure I write everything down. Like I got everything written down from when I started this hunt. Oh, that was 16.6 ped. That helps. That certainly does help. Alright, come on. Let's get some big money. Big money. We can loot big on these boys. We can loot big on these boys. 1,000 ped on one of these is not only not unheard of, it's more common than on a lot of other mobs. I just hope for once that it happens to me. Nope. No, 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 no. I saw it. I saw it running. I saw it running. Saw it right off. Also, as I was saying, too, you remember how I was saying skill gain on these guys ain't so bad? 16% of a level so far on this hunt. That's pretty darn good. You know, from starting with level 30 Knife Fighter. That ain't half bad. Little less on the damage, just because damage skills slower than your hit ratio. Does he come? Yes, he's on his way. Venice. How much money do I have left in ammo? Alright, so I have to factor that in too. It was 55 ped in ammo. 55 ped in ammo, and I had 707 ped on my knife when I started. So we're definitely going to go ahead and drain this knife. And that'll probably take us to the end of where I wanted to stop the hunt then. Might have to end a little bit sooner than that, but we're going to keep right on going until I got to head out. Because these have been a lot of fun. These are the biggest mobs I have ever solo killed in game. Are these guys? They're the highest level, the mature, the level 58 mature. That's the highest level I've ever killed. So it's good to know that this setup works for them. I'm curious if I can do it without the HP pill though. Let's see what we can do here. See that regen? See what I mean about that regen? To be fair, I don't... Look at... See that? That health just jump right up? $13 petter, I'll take it. Let's get some Spideys over here so we can maximize on our what do we got? That's it. Oh, it's on laser weapons. No, we can't. We can't even use it. That's so unfair. 189% skill gain on laser weapons, and I'm not killing it with my rifle. No. That's unfair. That's just unfair. We're doing some decent progress in the Oraniatrox mission. I think I started with like 5 mobs or something. Or maybe 10 at the most. So I've killed over 100 mobs on this hunt. That's pretty nice. Starting to get that average worked in. That's one thing I can say that's really nice about killing a ton of small mobs. And why I love doing like a mollusk grind or something like that. If I can kill 500 mollusk in an hour, even if it's just a 1 hour hunt, I'm still getting a great loot average. That's a lot of mobs to kill to average out and have a chance for a global. So that's another good reason why. I don't normally hunt this big at all. I've just done a couple of big hunts. The only big hunt I did not stream, and that's okay because it didn't turn out that good. I went up to Crystal Palace and I was hunting some orally, which I don't think I will do again simply because of the tax. I mean, these guys are a lot more fun than orally to hunt, and they're non-taxed, so I'm not losing 5% of my loot immediately. That's another good thing, Tom Wick, to remember. If there's a specific creature you want to hunt and it's in a tax zone, and you do that every once in a while, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Best thing is to not grind something in a tax zone. To be there, you know, consistently, just all day long grinding something, because you're losing anywhere from like 3 to 5% of your loot that you're just not getting back, and that does add up. So I hunt in tax zones. I was just doing it with the Orly, and then I went to Rocktropia. I hung on to Rocktropia for one night, and I was killing some motorheads and stuff just for the fun of it. And those are all taxed, so it's fun to be able to have a non-restricted hunt every once in a while where you just let yourself go. And that's what I'm doing with these guys. But they're turning out to be a mob that I think I'm actually going to hunt more regularly as long as I have the peds to do it. I'd want to have at least how much I had basically to start this hunt with if I was to be grinding these things. I'd say bare minimum 500 pad on the blade, but more like the 700 that I started with. Because of the 700 I started with, that'll probably take like 200 pad off my melee amp total. So it'll be close to 900 pad for a hunt, which is much more than 100 mobs. Not much more, but decent amount more. We got 100 pad left, so that's good. Come on, buddy. What do you got? What do you got hiding behind them tentacle arms, you little bastard? I know you're hiding a plate of cookies. You're hiding that big old plate of cookies, and I want it. You're hiding a 4-digit plate of cookies. He was hiding a 3-digit plate, but the wrong 3 digits. Come on. Oh, Tom Wick, what is your highest skill profession right now, by the way? That was a 13 petter. I can't believe how easy this has been so far with this this knife for grinding. It's been so relaxing. We've had some tense moments when we get multiple mobs, but this has just been so nice with the gamma. 21 cryo. Okay. Man, so you could kill a lot of merps out there with that. You could kill a ton of merps. Weapon damage enhancer broke. Which one broke? Damage enhancer 2. Okay. So it looks like there's been 2 of those. And like 1 each of these. So like 4 enhancers have broke so far. That's not terrible. We can handle that. Oh, what level knife fighter are you and what knife are you using? Because I can suggest a really good knife for them. If you can get up to using the SB 15, the R-Matrix SB 15, dude, you can be killing a lot of merps. A lot of merps. Oh, that was not nice. Oh, I'm lucky he didn't hit higher. I didn't see that it was a mature. I'm actually like that. You see that? That's when I'm lucky he didn't do that first time. The matures are the only... Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm gonna have 3 of them on me in a second. Okay, here we go. You guys wanted intense? This is gonna get intense in like a second. Oh! I bet I know what it is. I bet you I know which one it is. Oh, that was close to 26 ped. Is it that one right there? Something like this? Yeah. If you do it right, if you're focusing right, you can kill over 500 merps an hour with that knife. $32 ped. Guys, 32 ped we just hit. We're getting there. Something's building up, I think. We may see a big one. We may see a big one right before the end here. I'm curious to see what this return's gonna be. I'm really at the end of this, an entire hunt. Once this blade's dead, we'll finish it off. Whatever last mob we're killing, we'll get out the rifle and finish him off with the rifle. Just so we can absolutely drain this knife. I did really like having that extra 20 hit points on me with that HP pill that I had popped, but it's not needed. I haven't died in over an hour. I just hit 2 of them, didn't I, because of the stupid new targeting system. I wasn't even pointed in the direction. Well, you guys, I might die now. Oh, especially if they hit like that. Well, this one's mean. This one's mean. No, the mean one was the one. You guys missed it earlier. I found a really, really mean one. There was a really mean spider earlier. Critted me twice in a row. That's the one that killed me. Crit me twice in a row. Each crit was over 100. That was the mean son of a bitch. I just don't want 3 of them on me. 2 is actually pretty efficient, apparently. Oh, and once again, guys, make sure you check out the post I got up on PCF about all the blades that I have available for rent, including this one. I've got quite a few unlimited weapons, some of which have very high tiers. I got several weapons that have very high tiers on them, available for rental use. That one wasn't bad either. We're ending pretty strong, guys. We've had a couple of really nice minis, and then I don't know if I want the mature. Let's see if he comes at me. I like the matures, but they eat up a lot of ped. There's one. I guess we can try one. How close are we to the end, though? Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Let's just do it. We're going for it. Woohoo, those crits help. Come on, big money. We don't got much left on this blade. Big money. Big money. Come on. No, big. That is big money. Bigger. It's bigger than it could be. Boy, there's the mature Orania tracks are surrounding me. Scanners, I mean, they're fun to go around and, you know, check out, see what gear people are using and stuff like that. And you can get some skills from them, but it's not worth to really overly worry about. It's not something you can actually skill. Because, I mean, you don't get any money back from it. It's just fun to scan people sometimes. Oh, nice! Not the mature. We don't want the mature. Please don't start running this way. I think we're okay. Alright, boys. That's our last mob right there. Oh, you're... See, like, right there. Animal looter. I'm getting that just by hunting. You don't need to scan. I'm getting skills in animal looter just by hunting. So, I mean, that's how much of a level up I've gotten just from this hunt alone. Because they're big creatures. They're a higher level creature, so I've gotten a decent amount of skill off them this hunt. That's the best way to do it, just hunt. Hunting is the best way to skill that up. I probably should have shot him with the gun as he was running towards me. That would have been smarter. That would have been a little smarter. What can you do? This knife's gonna run out, like right now. Ooh, it almost took him out. It almost freaking took him out. Nope, that's it. That's all she wrote. All right, guys, let's get back to a town. So it looks like easiest way is Ashi. Actually, that's a really short flight from Ashi. I gotta remember it's slightly lower than the middle of that is where I was hunting out there. Oh, I really love that hunting spot. So we'll take a look at our loot here as we're flying. Alright. Darn it, I wanted to get the tier 7.2. I want to get another tier tick on it. I'd love to get that Blix to tier 8. Oh my god, I would love it to be tier 8. Tier 8 I'll pay for. I'll pay for that tier increase. I know it's going to be over 500 ped. It's going to be definitely at least 500 ped. My Firefly, the Genesis Firefly I have, I probably would have tiered it because it's at 7.9 right now. I would have tiered it already, but that is an expensive tier. To go from 7.9 to 8, it's going to be like 14 or 1500 ped after markup, just for a tier upgrade. So, and it's not a super high level weapon either, so that's a decent chunk of change. For me, it's a decent chunk of change. And I still want to do that. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to upgrade it at some point. I just want to make sure I've got the ped roll to make it worth my while. The view inside the cockpit of the VTOL is actually pretty cool. This is one thing that I really loved for years, and still do. You know, when I first started playing, when I got my first VTOL, was just seeing this awesome expanse out the viewport. I thought this is the best designed vehicle in game. It really is, because it just the nice open glass feel. That's the way it should be. We got to get lower to see that base, I think. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to see how good we did. Markup, we know we've got some markup here, which is good. That's not a lot, but our unlimited chip is. That's almost 600 ped right there? Okay. And nobody be alarmed, I'm going to be putting things into the trade terminal, and I'm going to try to focus very carefully on not TT and everything. But this is how I'm just going to add up the amounts. of the loot. My items, though, we're going to go straight to the repair terminal. Okay, so let's look at this boy here. We lost... Because I know 2 of those spots were down in Enhancer already. So we had 2 more, and then we lost 2 on Tier 2. So we lost that many Enhancers. How much is an Enhancer worth? They're worth 1.8. They're worth 2 ped each. Let's say the 2 ped each. So we lost 4. That's only 8 ped. For a 900 ped hunt to only lose 8 ped worth of enhancers, that's not bad. I'm not looking forward to my armor decay. Let me get the calculator up here, guys. Okay, so 707.32. 707.32 ped for our decay off of our main weapon. This gamma was full TT. It's 300%-ish markup. Yeah, 300% markup. Literally not even worth recording. It's a ped and a half. 0.5 plus 6 ped. 6 ped for the 1 HP pill that we took. Is that really all we went through on that? Alright, so even with a really bad armor decay. Okay. So we just hunted 900, just over 900 ped for the cost of this hunt. Does anybody want to take a guess at my armor decay? Let's take this out for right now. We'll put that back in a second. Do we have any guesses for total armor decay? Let's see. I see in one part. That was one part that was down 4 ped. Plus the plates. So I'm going to say 25 ped armor decay. You think 50? 30? I'm hoping 25, but it may be the 30 or a little bit higher that you're thinking about. With the plates. It's got to be at least 30. It has to be at least 30. Woo! That's not bad. $22.99 for a 900 ped hunt. So 200.71. Plus let's just average that in. Let's say there's 10 ped there. 45 ped. Okay, so we are at 960 ped. Our total right now is 960 ped. 960.53 to be closer. Out. 960.53 out. Okay. Oh, FAP cost, thank you. FAP cost isn't that much. It's probably only going to be like 3 or 4 ped. Yeah. Negligible. 963.76 7.3. Extra 3.2 ped. Very negligible cost. Yeah, I was hardly healing. I was healing in emergencies. This thing cost me like 1.5 ped. That was full TT when I started. With markup, that's only like 1.5 ped of decay on that for the lifesteal for a 900 ped hunt. Stupid explosive projectiles crafters. That's alright. Okay. What was I doing? Okay. Now we're looking at everything here. And immediately that takes the sting out. Because that's pretty damn good right off the bat. That's fine hide? Oh, that's even fine hide. Which one was it? Oh no! Which one did I loot? You know what? I think it was this one. I'm pretty sure I kept mine full TT. Okay. 952.46. 952.46. So that is a 11. 27 ped. Wow. That is only before markups factored in for all my loot, especially that. That's an 11.27 ped loss on a 963 ped hunt. That's immediately going to put me like 60 ped in the positive. So then we got a couple things like output amps, stuff like that. Little bit of ped coming from the oil and stuff. Little bit of ped from the shrapnel. So basically profited about 60 ped after markup. That was a very nice hunt. Very, very nice hunt. So I'm glad I was able to share that one with you guys. That was a lot of fun.